I'm Jessica Ringrose, and I'm a professor of sociology of gender and education from the Institute of Education in London. And I teach and research around gender equality and looking at issues of injustice around sexuality and gender. I've always been interested in feminism, and I got into it through undergraduate women's studies. We started studying all the feminist texts, and it was extremely exciting and complete consciousness raising and totally changed my whole world. And I continued on doing that through my master's and my PhD. I came to the UK because I was awarded a postdoc fellowship from the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council of Canada, and I was able to come over and study with a world-renowned girlhood studies scholar. What I realized when I got into undergraduate women's studies is how much I wish that I had had feminism when I was a teenager. I started to want to look at the experiences of teenage girls, and girls are facing a lot of other types of pressures around everyday sexism. We're seeing girls with eating disorders, poor self-esteem, a range of other problems around sexual harassment and bullying. I use Facebook and new technologies like WhatsApp and messengers and Snapchat to try and understand what's going on with the gender power relations in the peer group. Some of those same pressures don't exist in exactly the same way for boys. Studying something like sexting, which is the passing of sexually suggestive material or images, is quite an interesting field of study, but how do you go around actually doing this type of research? So one of the models that we did for a recent project was we first of all got the kids into focus groups, and we got them to kind of talk about the issues. We also got them to walk us through their use of Facebook and other applications like BlackBerry Messenger and Snapchat. Then we went away and looked at some of the content, and then we came back and individually interviewed them, because it's really important that you get the young person's view on what is going on in these social relations, and it's not just some sort of adult imposition onto what we think is going on. The UK has been an absolutely fantastic place to study and to do gender and education. We are home to an amazing organization called the Gender and Education Association, which sort of promotes gender equality in higher education and schooling, both in the UK and internationally. And we have an amazing network of feminist scholars, particularly working in this area of feminism in education. And it's just a really supportive, wonderful environment to be doing research in this area.